Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey, back with another video, and today's video is going to be about Team Finland and my prediction for their roster in the 2022 Olympics. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. So their forward group, I want to start by saying I do think that they actually have a very stacked top six. I think it's very underrated, but if you look at their top line, Kakko, Barkov, and Rantanen, I think that's really solid to start, but your second line could argue by being even better. I mean, if you're looking at Laine, who definitely going forward over the next couple of years could even develop his goal scoring into a different way, and then the chemistry between Aho and Teravainen, I think that's huge. Barkov, Rantanen, I think that's a very 1-2 punch right there. And Kakko, we'll see how Kakko develops. Obviously didn't have an ideal year. He might slide down, I would say, in the situation to the third line, and Kapanen, who has experience on the left side, because obviously we know that Kakko is a natural right winger, but a left-handed shot. So maybe it could be a scenario where he plays on that top line on that left side. Third line, Granlund, who had a little bit of an off year, but heated up towards the end, and Hintz and Kapanen. Again, I think that's a pretty solid third line. I would say if you're looking at the bigger countries like Canada, US, Russia, maybe not as good of a third line, but I think all three of those players are very underrated. Donskoy, Kotkaniemi, and Armia. You're getting a little bit of Habs chemistry there. Man, kind of a hot take. You could have maybe Lehkonen over Donskoy, but that's more because of the chemistry. Donskoy, we've seen, has obviously had a better couple last years, but I would say Halla in there as well, maybe as an extra forward. Lehkonen maybe. So, man, I like Team Finland a lot. I think we've talked about it. Finland's one of those countries that they've improved so much over the last few years. When they beat Canada in the World Juniors, they've just made huge strides. I do think if we're talking about their forward group, I don't think there's going to be an issue in terms of offense. But let's go to their defense and talk about it. So with their defense, there could be some issues here, and it really comes down to what happens over the next couple of years. Like Heiskanen, I'm not worried about a guy like Heiskanen. No chance. But outside of that, Vatanen's going to be older. I think he's going to be 32, 33, but we know he's been a consistent defenseman. Lindell, I think that's a great presence to have. Defensive guy, two-way guy. Ristolainen, that will be a big question mark. If Ristolainen can really develop as that stud, maybe in 2 years or over the next couple of years, he's really got to focus on that defensive game. Even his offense is inconsistent sometimes, but he's really got to focus on that defensive game. He's so slow sometimes on transition, and he's so inconsistent. If he can develop and he can gain that consistency, that could be a stud top pairing with Heiskanen, because Heiskanen's going to keep developing. Heinola, Jokiharju, I honestly think that this could be a very underrated pairing. I mean, Heinola's shown signs. I mean, had the time with Winnipeg Jets, and Jokiharju now with the Buffalo Sabres. We'll see what kind of role he grows. Olli Määttä as the extra defenseman, I think he could even be in there. We'll see what the development brings with Heinola and Jokiharju, but I would project that both those defensemen could be ready by 2022. Määttä's been very inconsistent. The goaltending, I'm not worried at all. I mean, there's been some rumors about Tuukka Rask retiring in a couple of years after that contract. We'll see. I mean, UC Saros and Korpisalo, again, they're not big-name goalies, but even if Rask isn't there, I would still trust in Saros being a very good starting goalie in 2 years. I mean, he's already looking like he's a pretty decent goalie, and Korpisalo put up great numbers this year, so I'm not worried at all in terms of the goaltending, but that would be my goaltending, I would say, for Team Finland. So obviously let me know what you think. I think it's debatable at the end of the day. I think for Team Finland, like I said, they're an up-and-rising team. They're a team that I think will make some noise in this tournament, potentially. And we'll see what it comes down to in terms of groups. But offense, I think their power play is going to be disgusting. I think their defense might have some concerns, but I think their goaltending should be good. Obviously, I think Patrik Laine has room to grow. But him, Sebastian Aho, Teravainen, Barkov, Rantanen, those top five guys on offense, and if Kakko can develop the way he should be developing, that top six will be ridiculous. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about Team Finland's predicted roster by me, and I want to hear your predictions. If you have any issues, if I snubbed anyone. And of course, please subscribe if you are new. Smash that like button, and I'll be making a few more videos like this for other countries I haven't done yet. I already did Team Canada, Team Russia, Team USA, and Team Sweden. So thank you so much. This was John from Hot Take Hockey. Have a good one. Peace out.